Welcome to Utah Valley University for a rematch of yesterday's 5A championship bracket game that Pleasant Grove won. So Maple Mountain Pleasant Grove today should be a good one. Excited about this one. If Pleasant Grove wins, they're in the championship game. If Maple Mountain wins, there's games tomorrow.
Yeah, we're in for a good game. These teams have played each other a lot this year. They all know each other. They all understand what each other can do. Each one of these individual players has likely played with somebody else on this other team multiple times for years on end. So we're seeing a battle again, this time with Maple Mountain season on the line, championship finals on the line for Pleasant Grove right now, and you can tell that both teams are ready to play.
So I'm Dave Harrison, Mike Matthews, my partner. We've seen Maple Mountain already win a game here today. They won 12-1 over Fremont earlier, so get the rematch here. It'll be interesting to see how the arms hold up, right? In the losers bracket, you've got to play extra games. They've got a Hayden Hyatt, who I haven't seen throw yet. He's starting for Maple Mountain.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see. I mean, Pleasant Grove is well rested. It pays to win, and that way you have plenty of arms, plenty of rest, and you don't have to go through it the hard way. But there is sometimes an advantage to having to go through it the hard way. You get experience, you face adversity, you get on a roll, and sometimes that momentum is just hard to stop.
That is a true statement. So Pleasant Grove leads off Nash Clement, the second baseman. Catcher Tavaki Wolfgram. Davey Staffieri, the shortstop. Keaton Nordic playing third. Ryder Huntsman, right field. Connor Ibarra pitching. Damon Banks at first. Tobin Dagelbeck left field. Carter Casperson the DH. And Talon Page not hitting, playing center field. So they'll step in as we get underway. Hyatt, this is outside. Wright's had a good tournament at the plate. Let's see how he does here on the mound. Ball two.
Ball two. Quick defensive alignment for Maple Mountain. In left field, Nash Ferguson. In center field, Kai Ward. Right field, we have Caden Giles. This ball's fouled off into the bullpen down the left field line. Jeremiah Hall is now at third base. Lincoln Beanfield at shortstop. Crew Corey at second base. Mick Winward playing first base. Behind the dish, Brooks Pratt, and pitching today, already mentioned, Hayden Hyatt.
So breaking ball misses outside, and the count goes to 3-1. So Hyatt with the delivery. Ball swung on, fouled back out of play.
If you're Pleasant Grove, you kind of like the idea that you just made their starting pitcher throw 5 pitches, soon to be 6 pitches.
Yeah, it's the more pitches you make them throw, the deeper they've got to go into that bullpen. Hyatt hits him. Wow, how many games in a row?
Yeah.
A leadoff hit by pitch. So Nash Clement on first base.
Something in the air today about its batsmen. We saw 4 in an inning, I believe, earlier today, just the game before this. No, I don't know.
Maple Mountain, Caden Giles got hit twice and one at bat.
That's right.
So plenty of bruises going around here at UVU.
For people wondering how you get hit twice in one at bat without taking first base, you square around for bunt and take the first one directly in the knuckles on the hand, becoming part of the bat as a foul ball, and then get hit in the face
Right in the beak.
while squaring around to bunt again on the next pitch.
So Wolfgram fouls one back. 0-1 count. Clement at first. Wolfgram squares. Runner takes off. Throw is not in time. So the fake bunt steal. And Clement safely into second base.
Shortstop for Maple Mountain going over and getting that. That ball about made it to center. Staffieri doing a good job keeping that just to a single base.
Tailed a little bit on him. So Wolfgram now 1-1. And pitch misses outside. A little controversy in this game yesterday. Maple Mountain's head coach was tossed. Question about a home run that was hit, whether it was foul or fair. Hyatt misses outside. The home plate ump signaled a home run. The ump on the third base line called it foul. And that really ignited some emotions here last night.
Deemed fair for those wanting to know. And a home run. Reason why Maple Mountain's so upset. Hit by Pleasant Grove.
Hyatt delivers, and this one fouled off. Into the crowd. Kid caught it on the run, the foul ball, heading straight to the booth for his free Frosty.
Remember we used to get bubble gum.
Or a quarter.
Yeah, you can make it something like a sucker.
So full count here. Wolfgram steps out. Nash Clement hit by a pitch and then stole second. Pleasant Grove looks to get things started early here. Hyatt from the stretch delivers. Swing and a miss. He gets him with the off speed. So one down here in the top of the first inning. Coming to the plate, Davey Staffieri, the shortstop. I appreciate the white outlines on the numbers for Pleasant Grove. Skyline had dark accents to theirs in the last game, and tough to see the numbers. So,
and I apologize to Maple Mountain fans. I announced the shortstop for Pleasant Grove. Beanfield making a great play earlier. Third game of third day. I will lock in, as the teenagers say.
Dial it up, Mike. Oh, Mitch, this is a pitch outside. Staffieri waits for the pitch from Hayden Hyatt. Runner goes. Curveball in the dirt. Throw is late. He had a huge jump. Nash Clement. Yeah, Brooks Pratt caught that clean. It was a breaking ball, but he caught it clean, came up throwing, but that big of a jump. Impossible to throw a guy out. So runner on third now. Pleasant Grove just needs to put the ball in play to the right side, score the run. Hyatt misses outside. Anything in the air, if it's deep enough, will score Clement. Clement with some speed on third.
Well, and anything in the air at this point, I feel like might be an adventure too. We've seen some balls that have found their way down to the turf past what seemingly camped outfielders and infielders. Something going on, either wind or sight or snow. I don't know. Something just different about routine pop flies just making it to the turf today.
Gary. And he'll take ball four. Yeah, we saw it in the Westfield game in the seventh inning. Looked like a pretty routine fly ball out to right field, and second baseman came out, center fielder, left fielder, they all kind of converged and then just stopped. The ball dropped. Allowed Westfield to keep that inning alive, and eventually came back and won it. So a little bit of wind right to left, blowing out to left field. And at the plate now, Keaton Norda, third baseman. Pitch. Fouled off. Nordic senior hits .351, 7 doubles, 22 RBI. Oh, runners on the corners. No score here at the top of the first. Hyatt steps off. Trying to catch Pleasant Grove in a double steal. Saw Skyline pull one off in the last game. Really fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Some applause there. I'm not sure why.
Yeah. Some coming out of the dugout here on the first base side. Umpires politely requesting.
Throw over the dirt. The runner goes. Clement at the plate. Safe. So Brooks Pratt throws it down to first. One hopped it. And Clement immediately took off. And with his speed, Maple Mountain unable to get the out of home plate. So Pleasant Grove on top, 1-0.
I've been saying it for 2.5 days. Pickovers to first, right, in this tournament alone are dangerous. We've seen balls get passed.
Fly ball to center field. And in to make the play, Kai Ward. And you're right, the risk reward of throwing the ball to first base, I mean, percentages are probably single digits of the outs that you're going to get and throw over. And it cost Maple Mountain there.
Yeah, we've seen one successful pickoff attempt to first. That was earlier today. And I believe we've seen 4 balls get past first baseman, and it's pretty much an automatic 2-base error at that point.
Yeah, that was one of the first things you told me when I got here. Is anything past first base turns into 2 bases. So first pitch strike there. Ryder Huntsman, the right fielder now, at the plate for Pleasant Grove. Pitch is in there for a strike. Staffieri on first base. It does not have a fancy sliding glove. The pitch right down the middle. And Hyatt gets a strikeout, but not before giving up one. Pleasant Grove on top, 1-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the first inning after this.
Back to UCCU Ballpark here for Game 3 on Day 3 of the 5A State Championship. We are going to go over Maple Mountain's lineup as we enter the bottom of the first. Batting first is Nash Ferguson. Caden Giles batting second. Jeremiah Hall batting third. Mitch Walker in the 4 spot. Mick Windward in the 5 spot. Brooks Pratt batting 6th. Lincoln Beanfield batting 7th. Crew Corey batting 8th. Kai Ward in the 9 spot. Defensive alignment for Pleasant Grove in the outfield, left to right, we have Tobin Dagelbach. Center fielder Talon Page, right fielder Ryder Huntsman, third baseman Keaton Nordic, shortstop Davey Staffieri, second baseman Nash Clement, first baseman Damon Banks. You have Jake Wolfgram behind the dish, and pitching today is Connor Ybarra for the Pleasant Grove Vikings.
Barr pitched a little bit last night. He's got a nice fastball, tails away from the left-hander into the right-hander. So we'll see if Maple Mountain can answer Pleasant Grove's run in the first inning, leading off Nash Ferguson, the left fielder.
And Pleasant Grove manufactured that run in a lot of ways. You look at it, hit by pitch by Nash Clement. He steals second. He steals third. And then on a pickover attempt to first base, it's bobbled, and he was 100% ready to go on the bobble, able to beat the throw out at home, and it's a 1-0 game for the Vikings.
Just high baseball IQ. Just being aware, having a big enough lead, on your toes, ready to go when that throw goes down. So the first pitch from Ibarra is a strike. Ferguson hits .333, And looks at strike 2. So
Ferguson.
fastball, curveball, both for strikes.
Yeah, Ferguson 0 for 1 earlier in the game. 4 plate appearances, hit twice, and walked once.
And Ibarra gets him looking with a bender. A really good start for Pleasant Grove there. 3 straight pitches, 3 straight strikes. Well, that's the first time in a couple games Nash Ferguson hasn't been hit to start the game. So coming to the plate, Caden Giles squares the bunt, fouls it back. Will you make sure that's plugged in? Yeah, So again, Ibarra gets out in front. Curveball, strike 2.
Yeah, Caden Giles, much like Nash Ferguson earlier, 0 for 1 in the game, but with a hit batsman and 2 walks.
Yeah, he'd like to get on base, I'm sure, by hitting the ball. But really, like you said earlier, any way you can get on base at this point, an elimination, you've got to do it. 2 straight balls. So count evens out 2-2. We've got 1 out here, bottom of the first inning. Pleasant Grove undefeated thus far in bracket play. If they win, they're in the championship. Ibarra misses outside with a curveball. Count goes full. Swing and a miss. A nice curveball there. And he gets Giles. So 2 outs. Jeremiah Hall to the plate. And Ibarra looks good on the mound.
One for 3 earlier today. Single and a walk, 2 runs scored.
Ooh. Curveball right down the middle, just high. Another breaking ball. Wolfgram sets up on the outside corner, and Ibarra hits a spot.
Ibarra yanking that one just a little bit, trying to put a little extra velo on it. Sometimes you get a little more rotational than you'd like. Pull it straight into the ground.
Again, another breaking ball. And he holds up, checks the swing. So hitters count now 3-1. Jeremiah Hall, good batter. Averages .416. And nothing to swing at, so he'll take first. And the first Maple Mountain base runner.
Now batting number 3, Mitch Walker.
Mitch Walker 3 for 3 today. Earlier, 2 singles and a home run.
Yeah, no doubter. 3-run homer. Lots off speed from Ibarra. Working the outside part of the plate against the right-handers. Yeah, you want to stay away from the middle of the plate with Walker. And he gets him to swing and miss. It's hard to be patient. If you're a fastball hitter and you just see bender, sometimes you get a little patient and swing it. The pitches that you just can't hit. So Hall on first. Walker takes a close one. Runs the count to 2-1.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the Pleasant Grove scouting report on Maple Mountain It's looking like a lot of off speed, a lot of breaking ball, and then spotting up the fastball when needed.
Ibarra throws over to first. Damon Banks over there. Pleasant Grove first baseman. And he gets him. Nice pickoff move.
Oh.
Little rundown, and he's going to get it back first. Throws him out. Good tag. And a mistake on the base pass by Maple Mountain. So Pleasant Grove leads 1-0 at the end of the first inning. We'll be back for 2 after this.
Okay, so now he decides to exercise. Yes, this was the best angle.
Life can get a little messy.
No way. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Best day ever.
Some taps create chaos.
No.
TapSpend gives you 1% cash back when you spend and 2.75% APY when you don't. Tap responsibly. Visit tapbank.com.
Baseball and softball injuries are difficult, especially when you're trying to continue competing at a high level. At Athletic Potential, we specialize in helping baseball and softball athletes overcome pain, improve performance, and stay on the field longer. From shoulder and elbow injuries to back and hip and knee pain, our experts understand the unique demands of throwing, hitting, and rotational sports. Whether you're a competitive, collegiate, professional, or recreational athlete, our individualized approach is built specifically for you. Visit www.athletic-potential.com to schedule your consultation today.
So the pitcher for Pleasant Grove steps in, Connor Ibarra. I'm Dave Harrison alongside Mike Matthews. Start of the second inning. And Hayden Hyatt misses low. Base running mistake by Pleasant Grove there to end the first inning. A nice pickoff move from Ibarra. Caught Jeremiah Hall trying to steal. So 2-0 count. Misses outside, 3-0. But again, kind of the theme of the playoffs is you walk a guy, you're giving up earned runs, it's going to cost you a game. And we've seen that happen over and over.
Yeah, it holds true. Any level of baseball, it holds true, it seems.
Strike one. The first fastball we've seen this at bat from Hyatt. Ibarra hits 329. So good hitter. And he fouls off the pitch towards his own dugout. So 3-2 count. Somebody's going to give him a hard time about that, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Wake everybody up a little bit over there.
Hyatt with a pitch. Ibarra fouls another one back.
Although I don't know if you look at the dugout for Pleasant Grove right now, there's a lot of energy on that side. Maybe that's, again, because he just threw a seamed grenade over there.
Saw their lives flash before their eyes. Pitch from Hyatt. Line drive up the middle. And Connor Ibarra helps himself out. Starting pitcher with a single up the middle. And Pleasant Grove, once again, leadoff runner on base.
Looks like they'll have a courtesy runner for the pitcher here. Number 2 for Pleasant Grove.
Page. Got his first name here.
The courtesy runner for the Vikings at first base at number 2, Carlton Page. At the plate, number 23, Damon Banks.
Carden Page, the runner.
Damon Banks now in the box.
Hyatt misses outside.
Now, we've seen Pleasant Grove move runners. We've seen bunts out of Pleasant Grove. We've seen successful hit and runs from Pleasant Grove. At this point, we may see something in regards to the base pass, put some pressure on Maple Mountain. This ball's fouled off down the left field line, out of play.
Banks, the lefty first baseman, looks for the 1-1, and Hyatt goes to first. The pitch gets the outside corner. So Hyatt ahead 1-2, no outs, runner on first. Barr reached on a base hit. So Banks waits. Swings and misses. Good pitch there from Hayden Hyatt.
Yeah, elevates in the zone. Damon Banks unable to hold off on that pitch.
Now to play for Pleasant Grove, number 21, Tobin Dagelbeck.
Tobin Dagelbeck, left fielder for Pleasant Grove. Comes to the plate, 1 out. Top of 2.
Dagelbeck hitting 1 of the 3 home runs Pleasant Grove hit in the 6th inning yesterday.
Not sure where that one missed. Ball 1.
The Maple Mountain faithful asking nicely why that one was not called a strike.
Manners. Incredible. Hyatt with the pitch. Curveball. In there for a strike.
Spots it up.
That was a nice one. Good change of speed. Ibarra still on first base. Got the sliding glove on. And Hyatt throws over to first. Saw that glove out and ready, and he thought he better be careful. The 1-1. Swung on. High. Fly ball to left field. Maple Mountain's there. Ferguson with the catch. And 2 down. Just got under that one a little bit.
Still great swing by Dagelbeck there, just barely underneath it.
Casperson, 375 hitter at the plate. A couple of home runs on the season. And Ibarra still at first base. Pitch right down the middle.
Casperson with a pinch hit home run in the 6th inning yesterday.
That was a huge play.
Huge play.
Hyatt delivers. Just misses outside. Ton of emotion in the stands last night when these two teams played. It seems like it is carrying on. Breaking ball popped up into right field.
Tough
Shallow
play.
right.
Oh.
And the play gets made. So Drew Corey over to make the play. 3 outs. So after 1.5, Pleasant Grove leads 1-0.
Well, we all love spending time supporting our high school teams. Waddup's Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you, whether it's your business, home, rental properties, cars, or recreational vehicles. Waddup's Insurance Agency is a local insurance pro you can count on. Call or text us at 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program.
So Mitch Walker for Maple Mountain will step into the box. Remember, Jeremiah Hall got picked off at the end of to end the first inning, so Hall gets a clean slate. So you Walker, and swings at the first pitch and misses. Ibarra in the windup. The pitch, strike two. So Walker's up there hacking, and so far unable to make contact. See where Ibarra comes with his third pitch. Probably in the dirt or outside. Ooh. Wolfgram set up outside. Looked like Ibarra came right down the middle.
Almost like a deke by the catcher, just to kind of get a sense. Sometimes as a hitter, you feel the catcher move away.
Cue ball, foul ball. Count stays 1-2.
And the catcher will move quickly back to the middle of the plate. Just trying to make sure, catch you guessing.
Ooh. About hit the cow on that one.
Ball one hopping the backstop.
It was about 3 feet over Walker's head, so gave him something to think about.
That'll change your eye level as a hitter.
Ooh, another one in tight. So slowed it down a couple of times there with some breaking balls. See if he comes back with the heater. And that one's fouled straight back.
It's job by Mitch Walker being ready for that after seeing two balls, one go over the top of his head, and the next one just about hitting him in the upper chest region. To stay in on that and foul that ball straight back.
The pitch.
Yep.
And ball 4.
Tough take there. Great pitch by Ibarra. Might have clipped the zone right there. Maple Mountain, excuse me, able to get the call and get a runner to first base.
Maple Mountain had a runner in the last inning, Jeremiah Hall, but he got picked off. Good move by Ibarra. Windward shows bunt, pulls it back. Ball 1.
Windward taking a long stare into the dugout, taking a signal from the coach.
Ibarra hits the outside corner. Interesting strike zone today. Windward squares. Ibarra over to first. And back in time is Walker. Windward squares again, pulls back, and called strike on the outside corner.
I believe I just saw all three coaches out front of the dugout of Maple Mountain all say, "Let's go," all at the same time.
And one hopper to second base. Turn the throw in time for the double play of Pleasant Grove with a fantastic job on the infield.
Big time pick
Nash
as
Clement.
well by Damon Banks at first.
Clement to Stappieri. He bounced to first. And a nice pick, as you mentioned, for the double play. So Maple Mountain's had a base runner erased in each of the first 2 innings. And that brings the catcher, Brooks Pratt, to the plate. Great baseball name. Ibarra with a curveball misses outside. Got a couple of different off-speed pitches, it looks like. Got a big slow sweeper. And maybe a cutter a little bit. A little more speed on it. Misses outside, 1-0. Excuse me, 2-0. Ibarra misses low. So Pratt watches a strike go by on 3-0, taking all the way. Pratt, just a sophomore, hits .267, 1 home run, and takes ball 4. So the third base runner for Maple Mountain, none have been able to advance past first base. Lincoln Beanfield now at the plate. We'll get a courtesy runner in. Allred, the freshman. Colt Allred.
Now batting, starting number 5, Lincoln Beanfield.
Beanfield steps in. Ibarra delivers. Misses outside. It looks like a little change of wind direction. We've had the wind blowing out most of the time. Now the flag in center field looks like it's blowing almost straight in. Beanfield takes another close pitch.
Now we have the.
That's a 50-50 pitch.
I was going to say, in our last inning, we had Maple Mountain fans upset about balls being called balls. Pleasant Grove getting their time in.
And Ibarra misses outside. Once again, pushes the count 3-0. See if Beanfield's got a straight take here. Ibarra over to first. Allred back in time. Again, thrown over. Squares the bunt, pulls it back. Strike 1. So really just trying to instigate a ball there. Count still in Beanfield's favor at 3-1. And Allred back again on first. Pleasant Grove must have picked up on a sign because they went over there 3 times, thinking like Allred was running, and sure enough, he took off on that pitch. Count now 3 and full count, I think. 2 outs. Runner on first, he'll be in motion. Allred back.
And he's about a step and a
Yeah.
half off the bag there. I think what Ibarra is trying to do is as he comes set, he takes one more step. The base runner takes one more step, and he's trying to catch him when he takes that off-balance step.
Allred takes off, and the pitch is high, ball 4. So good at bat that time by Lincoln Beanfield. And that brings Crew Corey to the plate, second baseman.
2 two-out base runners, 2 two-out walks by Pleasant Grove here. Maple Mountain putting some traffic on the base pass. 2 outs. You need to be able to capitalize here. Crew Corey at the plate.
Pleasant Grove been able to get out of things so far with base runners. A double play already in this inning. And the pitch inside, ball 1. Crew Corey batting in the 8th spot, where typically we've seen Hayden Hyatt bat for Maple Mountain, but whereas he's pitching today, Corey gets a chance to swing the bat. Corey waits. Ball on the outside corner. Wolfgram drops it, but they call the strike.
I think that's one of those times when you're the runner at second, you give those 3 or 4 hard steps, actually gets the catcher to just flinch a little bit. That's exactly what happened, him dropping the ball, Wolfgram dropping the ball.
Oh, the pitch from Ibarra, high, and Corey swings at a ball. Brings a count 1-2.
Yeah, that pitch is well out of the zone. That's just you see it up, you like it, and you just let it rip, but that's an undisciplined approach right there.
And a bloop single into right. And Allred comes around from third. The throw, not in time. Maple Mountain ties it up in 1. On the RBI single from Crew Corey. Just bloop one right over second base. And Maple Mountain converts.
And we've talked about it. Free passes will hurt you even with 2 outs, 2 two-out walks, and then a clutch single. Right, Crew Corey to drive in the tying run. Or excuse me, 2 runs. No, just one run. Sorry, we're looking at the scoreboard. It says 2. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that was just 1. Good job by Crew Corey. Bloop that single into right field.
And foul ball by Kai Ward. Kai Ward, the center fielder, talked about it. Young freshman. Plays nice defense, has a pretty good swing. And it's just going to get better and better as he gets older. So runners on first and second, 0-1 count, 2 outs. And this one's in the dirt, ball 1.
Wolfgram working hard behind the plate, pulling that ball back into the zone. Trying to get a strike for his pitcher.
Ibarra sets. Kai Ward swings. Bouncing ball to third base. Booted into left field. And around comes Beanfield. He'll score. Throw to third is off. But Corey stays at third. Ward walks into second base. Maple Mountain takes the 2-1 lead.
Nearly got 3 runs on that. That ball was heading towards the dugout. Third baseman able to go, Nordic able to go get a glove on it and keep it down. Just saving another run. Maple Mountain punching another run across, putting the pressure on Pleasant Grove.
Boy, a ton of bounce when that ball's hit hard into this turf, and I think that might have been part of the reason for that ball to get through. So Ibarra in the full windup now. Ball's hit straight in the air by Nash Ferguson. And the play is made. So Maple Mountain with a couple of runs. They lead 2-1. We'll be back for the top of the third after this.
Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spending Rewards checking account with 2.75% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. Tap responsibly. Visit tabbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
So Pleasant Grove trailing 2-1 here in the top of the third. I'm Dave Harrison alongside Mike Matthews, 5A state baseball tournament. Pleasant Grove wins this game, they'll go on to the championship. And Maple Mountain would have to win this one and one more to get there. Hayden Hyatt, the pitcher, on the mound for Maple Mountain. A lot of off-speed stuff from him today.
Yeah, 2-0 count. Almost immediately, coaches in Maple Mountain start talking to each other. Ball's hit down the line. Foul. First base side.
So Clement, the leadoff hitter for Pleasant Grove, leads things off here in the third. Count goes to 2-1.
Yeah, the one run from Pleasant Grove almost can be completely accountable to Clement in the first inning. He was able to get on base at a hit batsman, stole second, then stole third, and then in the pickover attempt was able to take home. And the pickover attempt to first was bobbled, and he was able to run from third to home and score the one run for Pleasant Grove.
Tries to lay a bunt down the third base side. And the ball fouled off. Yeah, just high baseball IQ. He was ready when the opportunity presented itself, and he took off for home and beat the throw. So Clement trying to get on base. 2-2 count. Pitch from Hyatt is high. And ball four. Actually, it was a 3-2 count, or 3-1 count, excuse me. So Clement reaches again. We'll see if he can get that sliding glove dirty again. So catcher Tavake Wolfgram.
Strikeout victim is first at bat.
Well, Hyatt from the stretch throws Clement back to first. Winward at first. Kind of seeing these pickoff attempts, the difference between a right-handed and a left-handed first baseman. The bunt attempt, fouled back. A lefty can catch and sweep behind him. A little bit more efficient. A lot of times, like teams will prefer a left-handed first baseman. Wolfgram now looks for the 0-1. Hyatt delivers outside.
And Wolfgram with a bunt foul that actually left the concourse. The ball went over the roof. I'm not sure how you do that. I think you give credit to Hyatt on that, right? For providing all the juice.
Yeah, there's the velocity. Pitch pulled foul. So Nash Clement on first base. Second free pass hit by pitch in the first inning. Wolfgram. Clement takes off. Wolfgram fouls the ball back. And Nash had that base stolen.
Mm-hmm.
He got a huge jump. Hyatt's timing, his tempo has been almost exactly the same every time he's gone home. You wonder if maybe he pauses just another second if he might be able to get a pick off, which is what happened to Hall in the first half for Maple Mountain on first. Clement takes off again. Swing, line drive into left field. Right at the left fielder, he catches it, throws it to first, and back in time is Clement. Nash Ferguson does a good job. Makes a play on a hard hit ball. Keeps the runner at first base. So first out of the inning for Maple Mountain. And stepping to the plate, Davey Staffieri.
Well, and you've seen Nash Clement now take off multiple times. You know he's going to go at some point during this at-bat as well. Sometimes you just have to let the runner and try to just let your catcher make a play. Concentrate on the batter.
Pitch, top of the zone for a strike. Hyatt's done a pretty good job nibbling the outside of the zone, outside corner. Hyatt back over to first base. Windward, the first baseman for Maple Mountain. Pitch. Misses just outside. Pratt was set up outside and he hit a spot just barely off the plate. Count goes to 1-1. You know Clement wants to get over to second base. Bad.
Yeah, on a 1-1 count, this is the time when you start seeing runners moving.
Clement takes off. The throw by Pratt, not in time. And he comes off the base and he gets the out. So Beanfield applied the tag, kept the tag on, and Clement came off the bag, according to the official. We couldn't really see it from this far away, but both Beanfield and the ump reacted immediately. So seemed pretty decisive there, despite Pleasant Grove's objections.
Yeah, and Clement's arguing the case that he didn't come off and that he's not sure what he was seeing.
They're going to have to arrest Clement and take him off because he doesn't want to leave the bag.
Yeah, he's still standing out at second.
Oh, man, tell him to prove it. He had a great jump.
He did. Had a beat.
But Brooks Pratt came up firing. But Beanfield applied the tag and kept the tag on the runner. Momentum took him off the bag, apparently. So the officials discuss it, tell each other they're right, and Clement is out.
And Nash is pretty upset, yelling kind of just at the turf in general, but great throw by catcher. Better tag. Say the big question was whether or not that pitch was a ball or a strike.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
It was a ball.
Okay. And an off-speed pitch popped up, shallow right field. And second baseman back to make the play through Corey. And Maple Mountain eliminates a base runner at second, gets the pop out, and no runs scored in the top of the third. 2-1, Maple Mountain on top. Welcome back to UCCU Ballpark. Bottom of the third inning, Pleasant Grove and Maple Mountain. Maple Mountain on top, 2-1. Connor Ibarra on the mound. For Pleasant Grove, I'm Dave Harrison, Mike Matthews, my partner. We've seen a lot of baseball in the last few days, and without question, every game, free passes, bases on balls, or hit batters come around to score, and they've made a huge difference in all the ball games we've seen thus far.
Yeah, the only the equalizer is it hasn't been one team doing it all. It's been both teams doing it all, and so they've equalized themselves. And so we've seen a consistent game over game kind of battle on both sides, each team taking the opportunities.
So Caden Giles steps in, curveball from Ibarra, falls in for a strike. Fastball misses, 1-1.
Well, we talked about it, and I'll just keep repeating it because it is that important, but a 0 following runs on the board. Maple Mountain getting it done.
And a strike on the outside. So Ibarra ahead 1-2. The Maple Mountains had base runners every inning. First inning, they were unable to convert. Last inning, able to come through. They score a couple of runs. So Giles, leadoff hitter this inning. Dribbles one back towards shortstop. Charging the throw, not in time. So Giles hustles down the line and beats out that throw.
Infield single for Giles. Leadoff base runner for Maple Mountain.
So once again, leadoff runner on. Last inning, Pleasant Grove able to get Maple Mountain to ground into a double play to get the first 2 outs, but then Maple Mountain able to put up a couple of runs, 2 outs. So Giles on first. Jeremiah Hall at the plate. Giles takes off. Hard hit ball into left field. It gets over the shortstop. And Giles gets all the way to third as he was moving on the pitch. And Maple Mountain back in business. Runners first and third. Good piece of hitting there from Jeremiah Hall. So Mitch Walker now, big hitting DH for Maple Mountain.
Walk his first at bat.
Giles on third, Hall on first, Walker at the plate, no outs. Bottom of 3. The pitch fouled straight in the air and back out of play. And it hit right above us. If Vince was any sort of an athlete, he would have made that play somehow.
You gotta work on your drop step, Vince.
Yeah, you gotta. First steps back. The bar goes over to first. Mitch Walker patient at the plate. He's seen a lot of pitches today. He faked the throw over to first and gets back Giles. Almost gets picked off at third. A nice little pump fake to first, turn and throw to third. One of the plays you'll see defensively with runners on first and third. We used to have 8 different plays when we were on offense with runners on first and third. The pitch, outside corner, strike. In fact, I ran into my old high school baseball coach, Brad Hawkins, whose grandson played for Fremont, Bodie Hawkins. Coach Hawkins is still in my head. Every time I see the pitch move, you have to yell back or you're going to get fined. So, runner goes, swing, line drive into left field. And coming around second, into third, and the throw is perfect from left field. A great play. Degelback gets the lead runner, Hall, at third base. But a run scores, and Maple Mountain up 3-1. And again, I think Hall took off, trying to steal the base. The ball was so hard hit that Degelback had time to come up and make a good throw, and he caught it moving forward, crow hopped it, and made a nice play.
Yeah, I don't mind aggressive base running by Maple Mountain there. Make these guys make plays.
Windward attempts the bunt, fouls it back. So 4 hits thus far for Maple Mountain. A couple of hard hit balls into left field. Scores a run, Hall taken out at third. So Ibarra throws over. Walker back in time. Ibarra again, Windward squares. This time pulls back. Pitch called strike.
Not sure Windward agreed with that, or he's more frustrated in the sense that he just missed a good opportunity to lay down a good bunt.
So 0-2 is swinging away now. And swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Tough at bat there for Windward. Just never could quite get organized and ready.
Barra had him off balance the whole time. A good pitch there to finish him off. So catcher Brooks Pratt steps in for Maple Mountain. 2 outs, runner on first. Had 3 base runners this inning. One of them scored, all thrown out at third. And Windward back.
Pratt with a walk in the second inning ended up coming around to score.
Pitch misses high. Just a little bit, though. Walker at first. Doesn't go. Windward fouls one off. Into the playground. Well, he'll step back in. 1-1 the count now. Misses outside. Runner goes. A delayed steal.
I'm not even sure it's the delayed. He took off immediately, but I don't think Wolfgram really knew what was going on. All of a sudden, he looks up, sees runner halfway to second base. Maybe trying to frame that pitch, get another strike. Either way, stolen base for Walker.
So Pratt now, an opportunity to drive in a run with Walker at second. 2 outs. Ibarra delivers and swinging a foul. He was right on that one. Just missed that fastball. 2-2 now. Ibarra. Windward. Excuse me. Pratt turns on one, pulls it into right field. The throw comes in. Cut off. And the run scores. Mitch Walker comes around. It scores on the Brooks Pratt single into right field.
So the stolen base comes through big right there, puts him in scoring position for a single to score the run, and Maple Mountain putting on more runs in this inning.
So Pratt reaches base twice, drives in a run there, and Maple Mountain up 4-1. And again, a lot of times you'll see teams that you'll try and steal base with 2 outs if you've got a guy on first for that reason. Base hit drives in a run because you're running on contact with 2 outs. And runner goes. Ground ball to short. The throw over in time. So Maple Mountain, 2 more runs here on the bottom of the third. Makes the score 4-1 Maple Mountain. We'll be back. Top of the fourth after this.
Okay, so now he decides to exercise. Yes, this was the best angle.
Life can get a little messy.
No way. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Best day ever.
Some taps create chaos.
No.
Tap Spend gives you 1% cash back when you spend and 2.75% APY when you don't. Tap responsibly. Visit tapbank.com.
Are difficult, especially when you're trying to continue competing at a high level. At Athletic Potential, we specialize in helping baseball and softball athletes overcome pain, improve performance, and stay on the field longer. From shoulder and elbow injuries to back, hip, and knee pain, our experts understand the unique demands of throwing, hitting, and rotational sports. Whether you're a competitive, collegiate, professional, or recreational athlete, our individualized approach is built specifically for you. Visit athletic-potential.com today.
Keaton Nordic, the cleanup hitter for Pleasant Grove, steps in as we begin the top of the fourth inning. Hayden Hyatt giving up 1 run and 1 hit. And misses outside, ball 1. I'm not a professional baseball umpire, but that looked good. Ball 2 is the call. Hyatt, another breaking ball this time, gets the call. Nordic, another breaking ball. Hits the ball down the right field line. Carrying, and catch made. Caden Giles. Not as much wind up there as we've seen earlier yesterday and earlier today, but still a little bit up there. But that ball carried pretty well. Really, the fences down the lines here are really shallow.
Yeah, it's a pretty tight cornered part. Although I don't feel like we've seen too many teams take advantage of those lines. I mean, yeah, we had the ball that was hit, controversy last night's game with between these two teams, and the ball hit directly over the left field foul pole, but it wasn't just right over the fence. It was clear over the fence. That was the issue.
Yeah, it was so high above that foul pole that it was almost impossible to tell. It was just a judgment call, really. So Hyatt. Ball 3. Ryder Huntsman at the plate, showing some patience. And a strike. The 3-1, ground ball, right side. And the play is made. Crew Corey at second base throws him out. So 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Pleasant Grove had some traffic there in the first inning, but since then, Hayden Hyatt's done a nice job of keeping Pleasant Grove off the base paths. They did throw out Nash Clement. And the ground ball right back to Hyatt. He knocks it down, makes the play.
Great job by Hyatt.
Throws him out. That's an athlete right there on the mound. And Maple Mountain puts up another 0, and they'll come hit the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Utah Valley University. Dave Harrison alongside Mike Matthews, KSL Sports Rewind broadcast of the 5A State Baseball Championship. And we are in bracket play still. Pleasant Grove undefeated. Maple Mountain with 1 loss. So Maple Mountain with a loss here would go home. Pleasant Grove with a win moves on to the championship game. But Maple Mountain leads 4-1. And they've done a good job getting on base every inning. Crew Corey had a nice at-bat his first time up. Clanks one off his ankle.
You see a lot of guys that hit, they've got elbow guards, they've got wrist guards, they've got ankle guards, they got batting gloves. Crew Corey, nothing.
None of it. Yeah, he's going to enjoy the aches and pains of playing high school baseball all the way into his 50s. He takes an outside pitch for a ball. Corey with a base hit. Oh, into right field. He gets down. And his second time on base here. And again, Crew Corey doesn't typically hit because of Hayden Hyatt hits in that 8-hole, but with Hyatt pitching, Corey's taking advantage of it and reaches. Second time, I think he's hit it there to right field.
It's an exact identical hit as the first inning.
You don't need to sting it, and it's just got to hit grass. So Kai Ward at the plate. Corey at first. The lead stays a bunt right back to the pitcher. He's going to go to second and gets the out. And again, that's the mistake you can't make if you're going to try and put down a sac bunt. You've got to put it down the first base line or the third base line You hit it that hard back to the pitcher, it's a pretty easy play.
Yep. Yeah, that's something you've got to know. You got to bunt it one way or the another. You cannot go there with that.
Now to plate number 7, Nash Ferguson.
So lead off for Maple Mountain left fielder number 7, Nash Ferguson. Ty Ward runs pretty well at first, center fielder. One down here in bottom of 4. A line drive into left field. It's going to get to the gap. Ward around third. He's going to score. And Maple Mountain puts another one on the board. Nice swing there by Nash Ferguson.
Yeah, Nash Ferguson do strikeout looking his first at bat, pop up to the pitcher his second, drives a double on that pitch, scoring another run for Maple Mountain.
And it looks like Pleasant Grove going to switch up pitchers. So we'll take a break here as Pleasant Grove switches things up. Looks like they're going to bring their center fielder in. We'll see when we get back. We'll talk about it. Welcome back to Utah Valley University. So pitching change. Pleasant Grove down 5-1. Ibarra is lifted in place of Webb. So Maddox Webb now into pitch. Webb with a 3.82 ERA, 0-1 record. This will be his 6th appearance.
Now Maple Mountain rolling a little bit right here. You want to keep it going. There is no amount of lead that you can get.
Yeah, nothing safe.
Yeah.
Cade Giles again. Turns the bunt, pulls back. I still can't get over the fact that he got hit twice and one at bat, and one of them was in the face. And he got up quick, ran down. I mean, he wasn't real happy about the way things worked out, but he got up, shook it off really well. So Giles waits, swings, hits one hard, deep to left. Pleasant Grove there. And a long out number 2.
The ball well struck there. Just not quite all of it. Gave it a ride, gave some excitement to the Maple Mountain faithful here.
Dagelbeck does a good job out there in left field for Pleasant Grove. And that ball was stung, but makes the play, gets it in quick. So runner at second now, 2 outs. And the 3-hole hitter, Jeremiah Hall, playing third base today at the plate. First pitch strike.
Good pitch there.
Maddox Webb, 3.82 ERA. This is fifth appearance and misses low. A lot of patience from Maple Mountain at the plate today. They're swinging good pitches, which you'd love to see. A lot of times you're in a do or die situation. That pressure kind of puts you in a position that you feel like you got to swing at everything. So they've done a good job with being patient at the plate.
Yeah, they've stayed well disciplined.
And Hall takes a strike. Maddox Webb throws pretty hard. Probably high 80s, low 90s. Ground ball second base. Eats him up. And Hall with a hard hit ground ball. I don't know if they'll give him base hit on that or not, but he earned it. Hit it hard. And
Yeah, it's a tough call. I don't know. I still think you'd expect that to be an out.
yeah, I'm sure Nash Clement will tell you at second base he should have made the play. So runners on the corners now, 2 outs, and Mitch Walker at the plate. We saw him hit a 3-run bomb in the first game today. So Webb with a pitch outside. Hall picked off earlier in the ball game. See if they put anything in play. 1 first and third, 2 outs. I wouldn't expect with Walker's bat at the plate, you want to give him a chance to hit with a runner in scoring position. So he'd probably just leave Hall at first base.
Yeah, 2 outs. Give him a chance to drive another run in here.
So Webb, runner goes. Wolfgram can't handle the pitch. It's a strike. But now you've got 2 ducks on. Walker at the plate. 2-1 count. So another chance for Maple Mountain to score with two outs. Webb misses outside.
Wolfgram working hard back there, trying to keep the ball in front.
So Walker looking into his bench. You've got to expect if he sees fastball, he's swinging. Ground ball to third, just foul. Nash Ferguson starts like he's stealing home right in the vision of Webb as he's pitching. A little distracting, I would suppose.
Yeah.
Just one more little thought that goes into your head as a pitcher. You've got to be able to overcome that. So Walker again at the plate. Webb in the full windup. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Walker fouls one straight back, stays alive.
Good battle by Walker. A little bit fooled on that pitch, just able to throw his hands out, get a bat to it. Fouls it off, live another day.
Spoiled a pretty good pitch there. And another one. High fly ball to left field. It's up in the air. It's carrying. He's all the way to the track, and he makes the play. So, third out there deep. Degelbeck in left field makes the play. And at the end of 4, Maple Mountain leads 5-1.
Okay, so now he decides to exercise. Yes, this was the best angle.
Life can get a little messy.
No way. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Best day ever.
Some taps create chaos.
No.
Tap Spend gives you 1% cash back when you spend and 2.75% APY when you don't. Tap responsibly. Visit tapbank.com.
While we all love spending time supporting our high school teams, Waddup's Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you. Whether it's your business, home, rental properties, cars, or recreational vehicles, Waddup's Insurance Agency is the local insurance pro you can count on. Call or text us at 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program.
So Pleasant Grove thus far held the 1 hit by Hayden Hyatt. 1 hit, 1 run. Damon Banks at the plate, first baseman for Pleasant Grove. Hits one right up the middle, right past Hayden Hyatt, and the second hit of the game.
Hayden Hyatt wants that one back. It went just right next to his glove. You can see him just visibly frustrated, unable to come up with that.
And that's just what Pleasant Grove needed. Hasn't felt like there's been a huge sense of urgency for them, and obviously they can lose a game and still play. Maple Mountain, they lose and they're gone. So Pleasant Grove needs to rally here. Leadoff runner on base. They'll go back to the plate. Takes strike. Runner on first. Dagelbeck swings and misses, so strike two.
Big swing there by Dagelbeck, thinking maybe I can get 2 of these runs back right now. Unfortunately, just fooled a little bit.
Pitch from Hyatt. Fouled straight back. Oh, 2. You want to move the runner. If you can. Hyatt throws over. Banks the runner at first. Dagelbeck at the plate. Pitch. Drills him. Free passes.
Yeah, another free pass today.
Carter Casperson, the next batter. We saw him hit home run yesterday against Maple Mountain in that big 6th inning. So meeting on the mound for Maple Mountain. And Hyatt done a fantastic job so far. He's held Pleasant Grove to 1 run on 2 hits, but a hit batsman here. He's got his team out.
And Maple Mountain's been holding on to the momentum in this game as of right now. And with Casperson up now, and then the top of the lineup with Clement and Wolfgram, you don't want this to spiral out of control. So Maple Mountain taking some precautions here to make sure everybody's on the same page.
So Brooks Pratt out to make a play call. I imagine Hyatt's going to try and keep this ball down in the zone, side of ground ball. Looks for the pick. Nothing there. Steps off. So Hyatt again. Setting the stretch. Casperson. Swings, line. Ground ball down the third base side. Casperson comes through. 1 run scores. And a double by Casperson. And again, the third baseman playing off the line. He just hit that inside of the base. And Pleasant Grove in business. No outs. And another mound visit. We'll see how long. And they take the ball from Hayden Hyatt. So looks like we'll have a new pitcher for Maple Mountain. So we'll take a break. And with the score 5-2 now, we'll be back after this. So new pitcher on the mound, Mick Winward for Maple Mountain. And stepping in, leadoff hitter Nash Clement was thrown out, tried to steal at second. He made the steal, actually, and then just slid off the bag. So runners on second and third. Big spot here for Clement. No outs. And the pitch misses wide.
Yeah, and if you're Pleasant Grove, this is the guy you want at the plate right now. He's the game, really kind of the difference maker on this team, kind of the catalyst, so to speak, that will drive this team and get runs going.
You love a leadoff hitter who's good on the bases. So, strike call there. Clement didn't like it. hit by pitch. Base on balls. A couple of steals for Clement here in the game and a caught stealing. Pitch.
Bloop.
Looped into left field. Deep enough. And the runner goes and scores. Now the ball to third. And he's going to get thrown out.
Good job.
Mistake there on the bases by Carter Casperson. Makes the second out at third base, which you don't like to do. So 2 outs now. Another run scores.
Now batting number 2, Vaca Wolfgram.
Wolfgram at the plate now. Score now 5-3 Maple Mountain here in the top of 5. Windward just misses inside.
And if you're Pleasant Grove, you're looking at the scoreboard thinking 2 runs in this inning, we'll take it. You know, this is exactly what we want to start pecking away at the lead that Maple Mountain's holding.
Pitch pulled foul by Wolfgram. Moves the count to 2-1. Wolfgram, the catcher for Pleasant Grove. Windward's pitch misses wide. Wolfgram waits for the 3-1. High fly ball. Foul territory. And Maple Mountain there to make the out. So Maple Mountain gets the third out, but not before 2 runs come across for Pleasant Grove. Score 5-3, bottom of the 5th coming up.
Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 2.75% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. Tap responsibly. Visit tabbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Utah Valley University UCCU Ballpark. I'm Dave Harrison. Site Mike Matthews. A good ball game, a rematch of last night's winners bracket game. Pleasant Grove won with a big 6th inning, and they trail 5-3, but put up 2 there in the top of the inning. Important for Webb to see if he can't come out and put a 0 up on the board. Maple Mountain, however, has done a great job of generating base runners. And Mick Windward, the current pitcher for Maple Mountain, steps into the box. Webb, full windup, delivers, fouled straight back.
Windward ground into a double plays, first at bat, struck out his second at bat.
Webb starts with a fastball. Comes back with another fastball, misses outside. Airmail that one.
That one hit the backstop. No short hop there.
Yeah.
That one was in the air, clearing the catcher and the umpire.
Webb delivers. Ball's popped out. Foul. A nice corrugated metal roof makes a good sound when the ball hits it, doesn't it? You know where it landed. Windward watches a pitch go high, and we go full. Well, Maple Mountain's had leadoff on several times.
No surprise, multiple times in multiple innings, leadoff has gotten on, and they have the lead 5-3 as Windward gets on a walk to lead off the fifth.
Brings up Brooks Pratt, the catcher. We got a base runner coming in.
19.
Right there.
A courtesy run for Maple Mountain, first base, number 19, Greg Dennison. And number 25, Brooks Pratt.
Brooks Pratt at the plate. He's walked and singled in this game.
Greg Dennison, the runner at first. They had a bunt attempt by Pratt, fouled straight back. It'd be big for Maple Mountain to be able to answer those two runs. If they can put a run or two up, they'd feel a lot better about things going into the sixth. See if Pratt can come through. And he lays off the bunt attempt. Sees the ball. Not as much spin from Webb. He's throwing more fastball than we've seen from some of the other pitchers. Now he throws over to first.
Yeah, definitely more challenge with his velocity than he has with spin.
And the bunt attempt goes over the third baseman's head, and he's going to get a single out of that.
Brooks Pratt is over at first base with a huge smile on his face, knowing that he basically got away with one right there because of the aggression of the third baseman.
Keaton Nordic charging. And hit it hard enough to get it over his head. So Maple Mountain's first two hitters of this fifth inning are on base. That brings up Beanfield, shortstop. So Webb steps off. Beanfield squares. Attempts the bunt, unable to lay it down. Strike one. Pretty good crowd here at Utah Valley University. Beanfield squares again. This time he lays it down right in front of the plate. Wolfgram comes out, makes the throw at first, gets the out. But the runners move up. So runners on second and third, one out. The crew Corey, who's had a nice game, comes to the plate.
Good sacrifice there from Beanfield. Moving the runners over. Pretty exciting, too. Fairly close play at first base.
Corey's had a couple of base hits into right field. If he can't come up with another hit.
Yeah, 2 for 2 on the day, 2 singles.
The pitch swung on and missed. Maddox Webb in the full windup. Pitch outside.
Good bounce by Wolfgram there.
Yeah, that ball's coming hard. You've got to get up out of that stance quick. Count 1-1. Runners on second, third base. Allred and Dennison, both pinch runners.
Good spot. Webb upset about that. Thinking he had it.
Wolfgram turned around and asked the ump where it was. Webb delivers this one high and outside.
Yeah. Webb again. Showing some emotion on the mound, thinking he's got it. Home plate umpire doesn't agree.
Crew Corey, he's looking for a pitch on a tee right here. 3-1 count. And wide. A lot of times you'll see that with a pitch, or he just doesn't get a call on a pitch that's right on the line, and a little frustration builds in, and he gives up a walk. So Kai Ward now steps to the plate. And again, Webb, he can get out of this if he can get a double play here. But Kai Ward hit the ball well last time. And another chance and a timeout now.
Henry.
Pleasant Grove's going to talk things over.
Coach Henry on his way out. Not a bad timeout here at all. Pitcher obviously upset. Go out and calm him down.
If you're the coach, what are you telling him?
I don't know. This is one of those things where you got to go out and kind of read. As a coach, I imagine you walk out in the circle of your team and you got to get a sense of what do they feel like as you're coming in. And as a coach, sometimes you have to just decide, I need to lighten the mood, or I need to bring a level of intent and focus back to this group. And so sometimes it's a stern, hey, we need to execute on the things we need to know, do your jobs kind of thing. And then sometimes it's a, hey, why is everybody so stressed? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
this is a game.
thing.
It's fun.
Yeah.
So we'll see how the mound visit pays off. So 1 out, bases loaded. Freshman Kai Ward at the plate. He squares the bunt. Pulls back, ball 1. Oh, did he call that a strike?
I believe I saw
it was a
ball call.
Yeah. So first and third baseman in on the grass. Ward lets another one go by, ball 2. Gray Dennison on third base. Allred on second. And Crew Corey on first. And another ball in the dirt. You got to imagine he's got a full take on here.
Yeah, absolutely.
He'd love to turn this lineup over again with guys on base.
You've got top of the lineup just hanging in the balance here. Just a full take, make Webb throw a strike.
And he does. And again, this still 3-1. You're looking for a perfect pitch here.
We've seen Kai Ward swing the bat very well, very poised balance.
So Webb, he misses outside and locks in a run. And back to the top of the lineup, Nash Ferguson with a rocket his last time up. Hit a gapper.
Yeah, looking for something very similar here. You'd love to clear the bases on one swing of the bat.
1 run in, 6-3 is our score. And Webb delivers a strike. Ferguson turns back to his bench and gives the curveball sign. So Webb set to deliver. Ferguson swings and misses. Fooled on that.
Yeah, Ferguson's got to reset here. He watches strike 1, just a feeble swing at strike 2. This is where you got to take a deep breath as a hitter. Go get something good out of this at bat.
Webb strikes him out on 3 pitches.
And Ferguson completely outmatched in that at bat. He's not ready, which is uncharacteristic of him based on what we've already seen today.
We started him out with a fastball. And then he came in with a change and then froze him with a fastball on the outside corner.
Yeah, way to go, Webb coming back.
So Giles now, bases loaded, 2 outs. And Webb throws it in the dirt. And another run's going to score as Allred comes on to score. And Maple Mountain now has answered those 2 runs that they gave up in the top of the inning. And Webb, a little bit flustered, did get a call early in this inning, and it just kind of seemed to have upset him a little bit.
Yeah, well, I think you saw right there is a little bit of a letdown after the strikeout. Looking as a pitcher, it's hard to kind of keep your focus and high intent after you get something like that happens. First pitch is in the dirt for a pass ball, allowing another run for Maple Mountain.
Giles tried to get a timeout there before the pitch was thrown, was not granted, and wasn't ready to swing. Strike 1. Giles swings, foul ball. So quickly ahead, Webb 0-2. Big out here. 4 runs, maybe you can come back from 6. While we know it's possible, it's highly unlikely. The 0-2 misses outside. Wolfgram tries to frame it, doesn't get the call.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove faithful, hoping for a strike 3 call. Wolfgram working hard to get it. Umpire not having it.
And a great pitch there from Webb. And he strikes out Giles, but not before giving up 2 runs. Maple Mountain leads 7-3. We'll be back after this.
Football injuries are difficult, especially when you're trying to continue competing at a high level. At Athletic Potential, we specialize in helping baseball and softball athletes overcome pain, improve performance, and stay on the field longer. From shoulder and elbow injuries to back, hip, and knee pain, our experts understand the unique demands of throwing, hitting, and rotational sports. Whether you're a competitive, collegiate, professional, or recreational athlete, our individualized approach is built specifically for you. Visit athletic-potential.com to schedule your consultation today. Start the top half of the 6th inning. Ball 1 taken. Staffieri at the plate.
Windward with a pitch. Called strike. So a 1-1 count, top of the 6th inning. Windward misses outside.
Some swarming seagulls going on the field right now. Making a pest around the third baseman, Maple Mountain. He's out there dropping breadcrumbs or something because they are swarming around.
Yeah, there's something good out there. Maybe some seeds. Staffieri in the box. 2-1 count. Ooh. Watches ball 3.
Well, I think we've consistently heard from both sides now of each fan base. If anything, umpire is consistent.
Making friends on both sides. The pitch in the dirt. Ball 4.
Lead-off walk for Pleasant Grove. You just got 2 runs in an inning in Maple Mountain, and you now walk the leadoff hitter.
So coming to the plate, Keaton Nordic, third baseman. 4-hole hitter. Staffieri on first. Nordic waits, and a nice pitch. Curveball inside corner for strike 1. Pitch. Low. Evens the count, 1-1. Nordic bats hits 351, 22 RBI, 7 doubles on the year. Staffieri back safe.
Yeah, hit 2 big fly balls to the outfield today. He's 0 for 2, although he does look like he's swinging it well.
Down 4 here in the top of the 6th, Pleasant Grove. And a base hit to third base. Plays made by Hunter, or by Hayden. And double play ball. What a great play by third baseman Hayden Hyatt. Hyatt started the game with pitch. Comes in and helps his buddy out there.
Sharply hit ball to third base. Taylor made 5-4-3 double play for Maple Mountain. Now 2 outs in the inning, erasing the leadoff base runner.
That's a big play there for Maple Mountain. The Crew Corey, a nice turn there at second. He's really played well today.
Yeah, for someone we haven't seen in the lineup
Yeah.
in this tournament much, he has come in and stepped up in a big-time role.
And a ground ball again.
Oh.
Tries to barehand it and unable to come up with it cleanly.
Yeah, I totally understand Hayden Hyatt's idea on that ball. He's, I got to get it, and I got to get rid of it. Now, you make that play, and it looks amazing. You don't do that, there's a chance if you even put a glove on that, still maybe you'll get him out. Tough play either way.
So Jeremiah Hall now at shortstop, and Lincoln Beanfield at second base. So he's the one that made the nice turn on a double play. So 2 outs, runner on first, swing and a miss. That's a big cut right there. Ibarra. Windward set to deliver the 0-1. And another swing and miss. So we got him the fastball, got him the curveball. Windward with a pitch. Swing and a miss. And the double play and a strikeout. Maple Mountain gets out of the 6th. With a 7-3 lead intact. We'll be back for the bottom of the inning after this.
We all love spending time supporting our high school teams. Waddup's Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you. Whether it's your business, home, rental properties, cars, or recreational vehicles, Waddup's Insurance Agency is the local insurance pro you can count on. Call or text us at 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program.
Back here at UCCU Ballpark for the bottom of the 6th inning, Maple Mountain with a 7-3 lead. And Webb back on the mound for Pleasant Grove. He gave up a couple of runs in the bottom of 5. And starting off for Maple Mountain, Jeremiah Hall. I would imagine Pleasant Grove wants to save their arms at this point. Down 4, they're probably going to let Webb throw. Hoping to get through this 6th inning and then hope for a chance to put somebody in it in the 7th. And he bends one in for a strike. 2-1 the count. Hall hits one to Right side, it gets past the first baseman. And he stops at first. Tough play there. And again, it seems like the hops are just a little bit different off this turf, and they get on you quicker than what you typically see when the ball's hit off the dirt in front of the plate.
Yeah, that ball just kind of in a kind of a big mid hop. Tough place to read. That ball spinning, kind of hit down the side. It's got a little side spin to it, just unable to field it. It's first baseman for Pleasant Grove.
Jeremiah Hall picked off in the first inning. Throw over by Webb to first. All back in time. And dangerous Mitch Walker at the plate.
So Mitch Walker was putting 1 foot in the box. Webb was already set. Umpire calling time, saying, hey, you got to give him a chance.
Webb delivers inside. Ball. Walker watches. Close pitch, just misses outside.
Slight hesitation from the umpire coming out of that stance. You think he's going to call a strike? Just
He's debating which side he wanted to get yelled at by. And the
what
big
a
throw
pick.
over, and a great job to come up with the ball by Damon Banks at first.
I was involved in a play in college where I threw a ball in the dirt, and the baseball IQ of my first baseman, who picks the ball, immediately runs to right field like the ball had gotten by him, gets the runner to take a step off of first and tags him out. Just reminiscent of that right there. Big pick, almost like you kind of have to fake it going to the outfield, maybe get that runner to take a step off.
The classic deke. So Banks does a good job. Keeps Hall at first by scooping that. Walker watches a breaking ball drop in for a strike.
Yeah, full take there for Walker.
Walker again waits for the pitch. Runner goes, Hall. And a walk, so ball 4. First 2 runners reach. And Webb laboring a little bit on the mound. So timeout by Pleasant Grove, and he'll make a mound visit.
So he's going to make a pitch and change.
Points
maybe.
down to the bullpen, it looks like. And we'll take a break and see who comes out for Pleasant Grove, and we'll be back right after this. Back here at UVU, pitching change for Pleasant Grove. They bring in number 17, Jack Dodson. Dodson, a junior with a 2.33 ERA, record of 1-0. 1 save and 7th appearance here. And he'll face Mick Winward with runners on first and second. No out. Squares the bunt and pops it foul.
We've seen a lot of foul ball bunts in the air in this game. We had one completely leave the concourse, and it seems like, having a hard time getting the ball down.
One even turned into a single with a bunt over the head of the third baseman. And again, Squares pulls this one back, and first base ump says he didn't commit. So ball 1. If Maple Mountain hangs on to win this, they'll play again, these same 2 teams here tomorrow. Squares pulls it back again. So Dodson on the mound, looking to try and get out of this inning without giving anything up. Already down 4.
Maple Mountain dugout. Loud, vocal, and together.
Windward squares.
Oh,
And
gets him.
drilled.
Oh,
throws his
throws
bat.
his
He's not very
bat
happy.
into the dugout. I don't know if.
Maple Mountain's been beamed a bunch today. And both these teams from down here in Utah County, they see each other a lot. Doesn't feel like there's any bad blood, but boy, there's been some heated exchanges with coaches, umpires, and fans.
Windward to come off.
Windward
Plays
comes off.
pinch runner.
Let's see who's in.
First base for Maple Mountain, number 19, Greg Dennis.
So Gray Dennison back in. He scored last inning. So bases loaded now. No outs. Maple Mountain set to bust this open big time. Brooks Pratt at the plate, catcher.
Yeah, what an opportunity for Brooks Pratt and Maple Mountain Eagles to really put the pressure and lean into Pleasant Grove. They can score at least a few of these runs, if not most.
Pratt waits for the pitch. Dodson misses inside. So again, we've seen Maple Mountain square to bunt and pull back. Last couple of hitters here in this bottom of the sixth inning. And Pleasant Grove just unable to throw strikes. Again, he squares and pulls back. This time it's a strike. Brooks waits for the pitch. The 1-1. High. Ball 2. Pitch swung on. Just missed that one.
Yeah, just missed that.
Probably a good cut. Pushes the count to 2-2. Still no outs. Bases loaded for Maple Mountain trying to get on the board here in the bottom of the sixth. Pratt swings, pushes one to third. Looked like it got caught in the sun.
Yeah, he could not see that ball.
And made a nice play to get the out. Keaton Nordic at third base for Pleasant Grove, but scores a run, so Maple Mountain now doubles them up. Or gets another run. 8-3 is our score. And Maple Mountain has scored runs in the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth innings.
Yeah, you're going to win a lot of games if you can do that.
Yeah. They probably would have scored the first had Hall not been picked off.
The courtesy runner at first base, number 20, Colt Alden.
Colt Allred back in to run. He scored last inning as well. And Beanfield at the plate. Runners on first and second. 1 out. 8-3 Maple Mountain lead. Another show bunt. Pull back. Ball 1. Beanfield waits. Dodson, the pitcher. Delivered. Swing. Line drive into center field. Diving
Oh,
play.
gets
And
by.
no, he doesn't make it. And that's going to get all the way to the fence. Beanfield around second. He's into third and gets those stop signs. And that is a massive play right there. Beanfield comes through again. And 3 more runs come across for the Eagles. They push the lead 11-3.
Yeah, center fielder for Pleasant Grove, you know it. A lot of people look at that and be like, what are you doing? But what he's trying to do is make a huge play. You catch that ball, nobody scores. Now we have 2 outs. Unfortunately, he comes up short. Ball gets all the way to the wall. And now Maple Mountain taking a commanding lead in this game.
Talon Page, center fielder. And a strike from Dodson. Now's the time of the day you start to have some problems with the sun. If you're on the left side of the defense. Misses high with a curveball. Actually, 2 runs just scored, it looks like. Oh, no. Weren't the bases loaded?
No, we had a second and third.
Oh, that's right. That's right. They made the out at third, so 2 runs scored there. So 10-3 the score. 3 runs so far here in the bottom of the 6th. And Crew Corey takes a healthy cut, fouls it off. Count 2-2. 1 out. Runner on third. This one sails to the backstop. Wolfgram turns around. That was so high.
Yeah.
Caught square onto the backstop. Bounced all the way back to the plate. Smart play from Beanfield to stay put. Dotson, another high one. And Crew Corey with a walk. Corey's been on base 3 times. Four times, actually, for Corey.
Another pitching change here for Pleasant Grove.
All right, another pitching change. So we'll take a break and be back with a fresh pitcher after this. 5A state baseball tournament. Bottom of the 6th inning of Maple Mountain has put another 3 on the board to take a 10-3 lead. 11 hits, 10 runs. And Pleasant Grove now with the new pitcher, Gunnar Cloward, on the mound. And the ump makes Cloward take his sleeve off. They do that because you can hide the ball a little bit in that white sleeve, so tougher to pick up for the batter coming out. So he takes it off. Kai Ward now steps in, the center fielder. Feels like the 30th time we've seen him hit.
No kidding. Yeah, we've gone through the lineup 4 times now for Maple Mountain. And that's always a good welcome sign if you're a Maple Mountain fan. Runner going, throw to second base. Cut off early, anticipating maybe a runner going home. No throw made, runner safe.
So Beanfield stays at third. And stolen base. So runners second, third, 1 out. Kai Ward. Fouls it off, out of play.
Yeah, you'd love, if you're Maple Mountain here, just to keep pouring it on. Pouring it on.
Yeah, they're going to play again tomorrow, and anything you can do to get in their head. Cloward misses high. We don't show any pitching stats for Cloward on the year, so either an oversight not put into the stats, or this is his first appearance. And Pleasant Grove saving arms for tomorrow. Cloward swinging a miss, or swinging a foul ball like Kai Ward, so that pushes it 1-2. Again, with 2 outs, a base hit's going to score 2, as they'll be moving on contact. Flowers misses high. You know, as hard as it is for all of the players to play 2 games, man, to be a catcher and play 2 full baseball games in the same day, that's a lot of work.
This will be your 4th in 3 days, plus another coming tomorrow if Maple Mountain holds on to this.
And Kai Ward strikes out swinging.
Yeah, just a total imbalance swing there by Kai Ward.
So Nash Ferguson struck out looking the last time he was up. He'll step in. He did bash a triple earlier in the ball game. Hit the ball all the way to the wall.
Yes.
Pitch misses outside. Ball 1.
Yeah, Nash's last at bat, just definitely uncomfortable. Strikeout looking, uncomfortable feeling in the box for him. You know, he wants to get back in the box and get a different feeling. Maybe put a couple more runners across here.
Flowers with a pitch. Breaking ball. Swung on. Ground ball to third. Throw across. 1 hopper, and he gets him. So Ferguson not happy, but Maple Mountain puts 3 more on the board, so they take a 10-3 lead. 3 outs left for Maple Mountain. We'll be back for the top of the 7th after this.
Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spending Rewards checking account with 2.75% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. Tap responsibly. Visit tabbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Damon Banks set to lead things off for Pleasant Grove here at the top of the 7th. They're down 7 runs. And while it may seem impossible, we saw Westfield put 7 up in the top of the 7th inning last night to come back and win 11-10. So Windward still on the mound for Maple Mountain. Misses low, ball 1.
Yeah, and we get to see a rematch of that tonight again. Spanish Sport going off against Westfield Longhorns here after this game is over. Originally scheduled for around 7 p.m. Looks like it'll be closer to 7:20, potentially 7:30.
Good crowd on hand for this one. So 2-0. Windward just throw strikes. And misses outside, ball 3. And the last thing you want to do is give Pleasant Grove any hope.
Yeah.
First batter of an inning kind of sets the tone. Windward sets. Misses low, so four straight balls. And now something going on. They're sending it back to home plate. So first base ump. I'm not sure if they're saying he went around on the pitch, but the first base ump wouldn't be the one to call that. It'd be the third base ump. So maybe it was just a missed count there. I don't know how.
Well, I'm not sure what the count is now.
Yeah.
Okay, there's ball 4.
All right. After all that, 5-pitch walk. Well, that brings Deagle back to the plate, the left fielder. And again, you're going to see station to station. You don't want to make an out down 7 on the bases. If you're Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove Head coach talking to the ump.
Seven.
Pinch runner.
Number 2.
Page, the pinch runner.
Dagoback, the hitter. He is 0 for 1 in this game. Got hit back in the 5th inning. Came around to score.
Swing and a miss there. And misses just outside.
Maple Mountain's turn. I mean, I understand if you're a fan, you want that to be a strike. It is a great pitch. It's right close to the zone. Umpire deems it a ball.
He has the last say after all. And he says Dagoback goes, so strike 2. Check swing there.
No fight back from Dagoback on that.
Carter Page, the base runner at first. Still no outs here in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss. So Windward with a strikeout. That brings 33. Carter Casperson, DH to the plate. And he started the rally last night in the 6th inning for Pleasant Grove as they came back with 3 home runs late. And he hit a bomb over the foul pole in left field. And called for a strike.
Job by Windward to continue just attacking hitters after giving up that walk.
This ball pulled foul by Casperson. So evens the count 1-1. Or excuse me, 0-2 is the count. See what Windward comes back with. Casperson. Ground ball through the infield. Base hit. So they'll send in a runner for Casperson. Number 22.
Well, after not seeing Casperson in the original lineup for yesterday's game or the game before, he is now in it, likely because of the home run last night, big-time home run. He is now 2 for 3 in this game with a single and a double, proving the case to be in the lineup.
We have a 22 on the roster, so
Peterson, I believe, is the name.
C.J. Peterson. So Nash Clement at the plate. Runners on first, second, 1 out, top 7. Windward delivers just outside. Clement showed a bunt. Not sure that you're going to sacrifice an out here, down 7.
Yeah. Top of the lineup here for Pleasant Grove. They need 7 runs to tie to send it at least to the bottom of the 7. In a tie.
Windward delivers. Foul back. Strike 1.
Clement's been on base 2 of the 3 times he's come to the plate. He was hit in the 1st inning. He walked in the 3rd inning. Had a sacrifice fly, driving in a run in the 5th.
Couple of steals. 1 caught stealing. Windward misses outside. And again, even with runners on, top of the lineup, you've got a 7-run lead. You need to pound the strike zone.
Yeah, you just got to attack these hitters. Just don't, again, you don't want to allow too many base runners. Make them earn it.
That misses low.
If you're Maple Mountain, you really want to be able to get 3 outs without going to another pitcher, knowing that if you finish this off today, you've got to pitch tomorrow.
Yeah, it gets the same lineup. Misses again. I imagine we'll probably see a visit fairly soon, and we do. So we'll see if he just talks to him, if he brings somebody else in. Windward's given up a couple of runs in the 5th inning, but held them scoreless in the 4th and the 6th. So if Maple Mountain holds on to win this game, we will have this game again tomorrow, the rubber match. And the winner of that will go to the championship. And depending on what happens to the next game, if Spanish Fort can beat Westfield, then we'll have rematches of both those games tomorrow.
Yep.
Don't want to get ahead of ourselves too much because, heck, anything can happen. Pleasant Grove down 10-3. Runners at every base. And strike one. And I'm sure that's exactly the message that Windward got from his coach. Just throw strikes. Make them earn that. You'll trade runs for outs here. Windward. Ball hit deep. Right field over the right fielder's head. And it bounces out. And Maple Mountain fortunate that bounced out for a ground rule double.
Yes.
Otherwise, that's a 3-run triple. Caden Giles, right fielder, puts his hands up. That ball was ripped.
Yeah, that ball was smoked. One of the deepest part of this ballpark. Back into the corner, just one hops over the wall. 10-5 ball game now.
So Staffieri steps to the plate, just one out. And again, we've seen it all here in this tournament thus far. Pleasant Grove, one out. They've scored 2. They're down 10-5 now. Runners on second and third. Davey Staffieri watches ball one. That didn't miss by much.
No, it did not. That was a painted on the outside.
So Windward deals, strike. Fieri, ground ball to third. Ball gets through, and that's going to score 2 runs. Unbelievable. Hayden Hyatt at third base, just unable to come up with that bouncing ball. And just like that, 4 runs scored here in the top of the 7th. And Pleasant Grove to within 3. So we're going to have a pitching exchange from Maple Mountain. We'll take a break and be back with the rest of the 7th inning after this. Here at UVU, Maple Mountain, the pitching change. Kingston McLeod now in, the sophomore with a 7.35 ERA, making his 7th appearance here. And Pleasant Grove left for dead, back in it, down just 3 now. Runner on first. The tying run is in the on-deck circle. So,
yeah, if you're just joining, Maple Mountain seemed to have it securely in hand, but Pleasant Grove has stormed back here, scoring 4 in the top of the 7th right now, making it a 10-7 ball game. And we have seen some comebacks, some just absolute
wild.
improbable comebacks. What a great pickoff that was right there. Way closer than I'm sure Pleasant Grove wanted.
Staffieri back, just barely. Yeah, you can't afford to make an out on the base pass. A good pitch here. So Keaton Norgett, third baseman, the number 4 hitter. One count, pitch, misses outside. So a good move there from McLeod, Kingston McLeod, the pitcher now, as we mentioned. Another quick move over. Staffieri back in time. Again, don't take a chance.
Yeah.
If I'm your first base coach. The pitch, the swing, foul ball. So if Nordic can reach, that would bring Ryder Huntsman up. Well, McLeod delivers, pitch high. So Nordic works it to a full count. And again, all he needs to do is get on base however you get on. And pitch misses just outside.
Ho, ho, ho. Just outside. Nordic takes his base to first. Runners at first and second now on that close call.
Here we are, Ryder Huntsman. The tying run at the plate. 10-7 our score, top of 7. Pleasant Grove has scored 4 runs here in the top of the 7th after trailing 10-3. And a chance now for the Huntsman. McLeod with a pitch.
Oh.
Bounces in the dirt. The base runners will advance. And Pleasant Grove needs to force Maple Mountain to throw strikes. So far, we haven't seen that Kingston McLeod's been able to find the strike zone. So again, Huntsman steps in, the 1-0. McLeod steps off. A little confusion there between Pratt and McLeod.
Yeah, McLeod, the game is speeding up in his eyes. You can see it. Step off, not a bad move there. Reset.
Just a sophomore. Delivers. Huntsman with a swing, a bouncing ball to third. Hyatt throws it across, and out number 2. Staffieri scores for Pleasant Grove to cut the lead to 2. So Ibarra now at the plate. He represents the tying run. And again, good pitch there from McLeod. Reduced that ground ball. Hayden Hyatt able to come up with a short hop and throw it across. So Connor Ibarra started this game as a pitcher. Steps in, takes ball 1. Maple Mountain fans, hands to the head after that ball call.
Shocked faces.
Disbelief. So Ibarra, 1-0. Watches ball 2. And if Ibarra were to reach, that would bring up the left-hand hitting Damon Banks. And he would represent the winning run. Or the go-ahead run.
Yep, go-ahead run.
Maple Mountain has a chance in the bottom. And Cloud, strike 1. Good pitch there on the outside corner. Some of the fans are going to be a little cold here as the sun goes down.
Two-one pitch coming.
Ibarra waits, swings, foul ball. Just about got Banks. So 1 strike away now, 2-2 count with 2 outs. Kingston McLeod, 1 save thus far on the year. This would count as a save. 2 runs. Ibarra swings and fouls it back out of play. So he stays alive.
We'll do it again. The fans all hyped up again. You get the Maple Mountain fans excited. Try to put this one to bed, ensure that they're coming back tomorrow for another rematch.
Kingston McLeod, the sophomore, on the mound. Tries to get 1 more strike. Ibarra. And first base out. Calls it no swing. And you don't like to have that as a punch out.
No.
I mean, if you're an umpire, you're not the guy that you want to decide the outcome.
Yeah, those are tough. I mean, I could understand the disappointment in the Maple Mountain crowd for that. It's such a close pitch. Umpires rule it a no swing. We go to a 3-2, 2-out count here.
So Ibarra. Swing. Line drive into left field. Back and making the catch. That would pay, excuse me, Ty Ward. So Maple Mountain ensures that they get a chance to play tomorrow with a 10-8 win over Pleasant Grove. And that was a little sweaty palms there for Maple Mountain, but they pull out the win.
Yeah, nothing that we haven't seen already in the tournament. I don't think we'll see one that isn't close. Every one of these teams so evenly matched. Maple Mountain, Pleasant Grove coming at each other. Pleasant Grove has already beaten Maple Mountain once in this tournament. Maple Mountain to come back and get the rematch and send this to an if game tomorrow. That'll be an exciting game, deciding who's going to make it to the championship game. Great job by both teams to battle.
So the final score here, Maple Mountain 10, Pleasant Grove 8. And I'm Dave Harrison, for Mike Matthews and Vince Francis. We'll be back with Spanish Fork and Westfield in about a half an hour.